How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And welcome to a new update video. I'm terribly sorry in advance that this is a little bit late because I just got some electricity and I can finally film, you know, the conditions that I live in. And this is big, and this is what I was warning you ahead of the time. There are so many packs out there, and one big pack is gonna be dropped on the New Year's Eve. Now we have this selection of players. I'm gonna be covering that. That's a new legend of Thiago Alcantara, updated versions of Zedorf and Takefusa Kubo. Kubo has been a phenomenal card for me. He scores so many clutch goals. Now he has phenomenal pass and momentum dribbling, visionary pass for Alcantara, and Zedorf has phenomenal pass and low screamer. I'll show you the builds in a second, but this is big. This is a Leo Messi, 110 rated card. He's matching Zlatan Ibrahimovic overall, and we know the levels as well. I'm gonna be showing you what you can build with this card. It's gonna be a pack of 250 players. There's gonna be John O'Shea, Johan Cruyff, Eric Cantona, Franco Baresi, Roberto Carlos, and Dennis Bergkamp. All the cards are brand new. You can see the skills on your screen, and this is probably how the animation will looking like. Of course, it's very fancy. This is how the card will look like. You can see the levels, and you can see that this is like a throwback to the iconic moment card that people who have been playing past game still remember that they can carry. I think I still carried over that on mobile, by the way. So these are the levels, right? So you have 66 levels. This is my build. If I were to pack the card, you get 100 points in dribbling, 96 speed, 99 acceleration, creative playmaker as a playstyle, ball carrying +5, and then I'm adding the ball carrying +1, and you have 101 balance. You have all the stats, important stats in 90, and a little bit of physical contact. You can even downgrade something and give him 80 physical contact. So exceptional card, creative playmaker, 2 additional skills, the skills that he receives, blitz curler and momentum dribbling. So this is crazy. And then there's Johan Cruyff with 2 additional skills of phenomenal pass and momentum dribbling, and Johan Cruyff build will look like this again. Depending on the ways I just auto-allocated this, I think. You can give him a little bit more passing. You can even drag it to 90 if you want. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing probably. So I'll downgrade a little bit of dribbling, and you can drag passing to 90. So this is not as good as Messi, of course, but it is decent. And speaking of the cards that are available right now, this would be Thiago Alcantara. And since you could have packed him, this would be the levels. I would be training him a little bit like offensive-minded orchestrator, Takefusa Kubo, creative playmaker, and the additional skills obviously are like, look, my Takefusa Kubo is just as good. I would say it's better, and I like acceleration burst skill, but he has 2 skills. And Clarence Zedorf as a box-to-box, a complete card, pretty pacey, great physicality, like not great, but very decent actually, without even improving that much. And defending is insane, and there is the passing, there is the dribbling, absolutely amazing card. Then starting 29th of December and then on the 5th of January, you're gonna be receiving some Showtime cards. Well, let's start with the free ones, because you're gonna be receiving a free pack of Dean Howson, by the way, that's how you pronounce his name, Kevin De Bruyne, and Marcus Rashford. Now, this is gonna be a free selection, so you probably could select, you would be able to select one, and the levels, we know them already. So Dean Howson looks decent. He's not really, he's really tall, but his jump is a little bit underwhelming here. Space-wise, he's decent, and it's just a nice defender, of course, to have. Kevin De Bruyne, we don't really know the levels, so I just assume that it's 30. It could be less than that, but this is around the something that you can do discard, like we will have around 30 levels here. And we know the levels of Marcus Rashford, so I decided to make this build a little bit balanced build. You have a little bit of passing and finishing here. He's pacey, he has the balance. You can of course play around with this build, but this is what worked for me. And then starting from 29th of December, you will have Towering Giants. This is players who are tall, and these are defenders. So it's going to be Walter Made, Nick Walter Made, is going to be Saliba and Courtois. And for Saliba and Courtois, we know the levels, so this is how the card will be looking like. Finally, Saliba has jump, because previous versions of Saliba were losing headers easily. Despite him being so tall, he just refuses to jump and gets dunked by some dwarfs. And then Nick Walter Made, this would be my build as well for the card that you're about to receive. Then on the 5th of January, you're receiving a Midfielders pack. Now it's going to be Declan Rice, Morgan Rogers, and Aurelien Tchouameni. Now for Tchouameni, you're getting this card. So it's a fantastic card, has a little bit of dribbling, passing range, he has defensive awareness and physical contact. Now, if you have a feature card of Tchouameni, I think it was nominating contract, you don't really need to upgrade. And of course, there's Kevin De Bruyne. So I think these Showtime packs are a little bit underwhelming, but people will be looking to spend their coins on Johan Cruyff and Leo Messi packs, and they look exceptional. Of course, the odds of you packing one I mean, I will try my luck. This is what I was saving my coins for. So the selection is great. I wouldn't mind Bergkamp, I wouldn't mind Baresi and O'Shea, but Cruyff, Cantona and Roberto Carlos are the players that I would be aiming for. And of course, Messi himself, like one of the best cards, I think that will be dropped this year. They'll probably never gonna top Ankara Messi with anything like any external partnership like it was with Zlatan. So it is 110, but with my build he's like 109. But look at the stats, this is exceptional. So there's a lot of cards that have been dropped today as well. So this pack I would be skipping though, like I don't need midfielders anymore, and I already have a Takefusa Kuba card. You can still log in every day and get some free tries on the festive season campaign. You're gonna be getting a guaranteed chance deal right after you collect all of these on the, I think this is 15th, or up until 15th you'll have a chance. You can probably collect them a little bit faster. So make sure you log in every day, score your penalty, and you're gonna be getting some free tries. And of course, play some games. There are some events to grind as well, AI events, just grind them and you'll be getting towards the goal of collecting the guaranteed chance deal on the epic pack with Oliver Kahn, with some other players that I just made a video about. So this pack is still here. There's Inzaghi that I pulled for free, like on the free try out of 300 players, and there's Xabi Alonso. There are some nice cards out there, and this is definitely a nice selection because you're gonna be guaranteed getting at least one. And this is just like a little bit outdated now because there's so many packs that will be dropped, and there's Brazilian League and J League Awards MVPs. I wouldn't be J League monthly MVPs. I wouldn't be really indulging myself into the builds. You can, if you're into that. I don't know, maybe I'll be building them for you on the live stream. Hopefully I'll be able to live stream maybe on the weekend, maybe on Monday. And there is of course the Slobozai English League selection. This is a nice pack to, I don't know, if you're into building Premier League team. I just faced a team that was stacked and I beat them with my free-to-play team, and they had one of these cards, I think Slovozai or something, so they were like packing all the latest cards. So the cards are nice, but it doesn't mean that you kind of like need to get them, whatever it takes. And then finally, of course, we have Player of the Week pack. I don't know where it is, let me see. There's a regular Player of the Week, no Champions League games of course. There's Jude Bellingham, who I think scored a goal against Sevilla, and he has a booster, so this booster makes him a little bit better. Let me see, what about balance? This is a whole player Jude Bellingham. I also have a whole player Jude Bellingham. I don't really need this one, I think mine is better. This one is also pretty decent. There's 85 finishing, 88 low pass, dribbling numbers in almost 90, and there's speed 87 if you're using 89 proficiency manager. There's Joan Garcia, who's probably the best transfer of Barcelona this season. This is a very usable goalkeeper, attacking goalkeeper. He has low punt as well, very nice skill to have on your goalkeeper. Moshe Keane, now Fiorentina is struggling, but I think they played against Udinese, and Udinese received a red card early doors, and they thrashed them like 4-1. And Moshe Keane, like, they need to get from the bottom of the table to compete, and they needed to win that, whatever it takes. There's a goal poacher, kind of fun card, and of course his celebration, the greedy celebration, is hilarious. And then of course Niklas Süle. For this card, I mean, that's like a collector's item, nothing special. Terrier. Tavernier, of course, scored a goal for Bournemouth, but Terrier is a player for Bayer Leverkusen. And this is just a regular card, nothing special over here. And Hein, I think you are good without these cards. Then, of course, on the bottom we have Florian Wirtz. I think he assisted once. I think they just go out of their way to just give Wirtz his cards because he just isn't really no output for him this season at all. Maybe they'll play Wolves and he'll score like 5 goals for that. I hope Ekitika scores because I have him in my fantasy team. So Wirtz without the booster is pretty decent. There's 90 plus balance, 89 speed, 93 acceleration, dribbling in mid-90s, and there is passing in 90 and finishing 80. So this is pretty usable card. And of course for the skills, he has the double touch, he has the passing skills, one touch pass through passing. This is actually a very, very nice usable card. The Jenny Reinders. Now I think he scored the goal against West Ham, so that's why he received this one. Finishing, despite scoring a goal, it was a close range goal, but still I would have wanted to have it in 80 for a box-to-box, that would be nice. Defensively he's a little bit weak, and he's just like a little bit more attacking-minded box-to-box player. A collector's item, of course, if you're a City fan. Francisco Conceição, Chico Conceição gets an attacking midfielder position now, a creative playmaker for Juve. Great dribbling, a little bit of passing, a little bit of finishing, but it's not exceptional. Of course, he has the skills, but given that I expect my players to have 90 in at least finishing or passing when they're playing creative playmaker position, or both preferably, this is not really impressive. Calvert-Lewin, I think he scored 6 and 6 for Leeds. and now he gets a card as well. This is a collector. If there's a card that I would like to get, that would be Colored Loon, because this is like a rare occasion. Like, he wasn't even a starter for Leeds at some point, right? And now he's one of the most prolific goal scorers of the past 5 game weeks. Now, finishing is only 88. Now, this is not really usable card, but for banter, why not? And then Koke, finally you have a box-to-box card. It's like a throwback, because Koke has been playing for Atletico for like an eternity, it feels like. And you get a booster on him. Not really that usable because his pace is pretty low, but defensively he is good, passing-wise decent, and there's a little bit of dribbling as well. Physicality is there as well, but it's nothing as exceptional. So I'll be on the lookout, right? I'll be looking forward to see this card dropped. I don't know about the New Year's stream, maybe on the 1st, maybe on the 2nd. I'll try my luck to pack this Messi card. And this is what I was saying in my coins, right? I'm not really a Messi fan, as you have probably noticed, but this is a unique card. They're not going to be dropping another Ronaldo card that is going to be 110, it feels like. So at least you can use a Blitzscaler plus Momentum Drilling Messi just to see what it's like to use the most overpowered card in the game. And also, there's 2 Manchester United players in this pack and Real Madrid player. So I'm kind of tempted to spend my coins, because even if I get Cruyff or Baresi, it's a W. Bergkamp, we don't really know the level, so I cannot build the cards right now. But I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that and updating you on the levels of the cards and what we're gonna be getting very soon. I'm gonna be posting that to my Insta and to my post on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, tell your friends about this channel, and share it on Discord servers. And I'll see you next one. Peace. Merry Christmas.